tell me where. Put you on our map of bureau chiefs. I got a big long letter from Shelby, who lives in Butte, Montana, and wanted to be added to the map of bureau chiefs. And it sounds like there's wild things going on there in Butte. Andy listens in Atlanta. Jackie's out in Paramus, New Jersey. Carrie listens in Richmond, Virginia. Isabel is in the St. Joe, Benton Harbor area. They're in Michigan. And Laura listens in Raleigh, North Carolina. Comedian Chad Daniels is going to join us shortly around 3 o'clock. His new hour on Netflix is called Empty Nester. It's getting very good reviews, which is a shock to no one. Mary sent me a email in the break. Mary is right. Mm-hmm. This was the conversation the Monday after Trump was shot, instead of lowering them. I know. I understand perception's reality. I'm just saying that I don't know when people. I'll tell you what it is going to do, though. This pretty much puts to bed the whole "is Joe Biden going to jump out" thing. He ain't going to jump out now.
Oh!
But you said I said never.
You said he ain't going to jump out.
Yeah.
That's you saying.
The day after the shooting, he's not going to jump out.
No.
You know how long it had been? You know how long it
meant by it.
No. You said I said never.
Are you really trying to win this argument on a technicality?
It's not a technicality.
You
misquoted me.
Why is this even an argument? Who cares?
Mary sent me the email.
I just wanted Alan to say that I was right.
You're not right.
Okay.
Because you said that I said never.
You said, okay, you're
not going to jump out now.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. By that sentence where you said this puts to bed Joe dropping out, he's not going to drop out, you meant today.
All I said was, no, listen to me. Before the break, you said, I said never. And I said, I didn't say never. And I didn't.
Okay.
What? Did you hear me say never there?
I don't know if that's the phrase that I used before the break.
What?
He's not going. I did exaggerate it.
Okay,
first off, he's not going anywhere.
First off,
he's not
none of us know the future. We didn't know it then. We don't know it now, right? None of us can tell the future. All I'm saying is, I didn't say never. You said I did. I didn't hear never there.
Oh, you are so annoying.
How?
Because you can't.
You misquoted.
This is actually kind of all annoying.
You misquoted me. I don't like being misquoted.
But you said Biden's not gonna jump out.
I said he's not gonna jump out now. And he didn't
say now.
Did you just hear what I played?
Yeah, I looked it up for you.
Yes, you did. So it matters to you. That's why I'm talking to you about it. Would you like me to play it again for you?
Go ahead.
I'll play. I got to get past this thing here, and then I'll find it for you. It's always going to raise tension. It doesn't change lowering them. I know. I understand perception's reality. I'm just saying that I don't know when people. I'll tell you what it is going to do, though. This pretty much puts to bed the whole "is Joe Biden going to jump out" thing. He ain't going to jump out now. But I don't understand this pick. I didn't say never. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You said I said never.
Sure, but
I don't like being misquoted. I just don't like being misquoted.
Did you mean he's not going to jump out now, as in like in this exact moment today that we're talking about this? Because I know you're not a big guy on tone, but when you say he's not going to jump out now, that means like after these events. He's not going to jump out after these events.
Well, in that moment, I don't know what I meant.
Oh, my God.
But think of how long it had been since
I don't know why you try to argue.
No.
I can fully see why he's divorced.
Think of how long. Well, that was weird.
That was a different
think of how long.
This is how he argues. He tries to find the smallest technicality.
It's not small.
Oh, my God.
Mary, it's not a technicality that I didn't say something that you said I did. That's all I'm saying.
I misquoted you.
Yes, I don't care for that.
The meaning of what you said was Biden was not going to drop out of the race.
Hey, are we off the air right now?
Yes or no?
It had been a couple of weeks.
Bill, you're driving me crazy.
Yeah, we are off the air.
Are we really?
Wait, do you think the signal took us off the air?
I think yes.
It's so terrible.
You guys
are we really off the air?
Yeah, we're off the air.
I'm so annoyed.
It's still on YouTube.
Anyway,
it's all there. Go back
it's all there.
Big radio trying to shut me down.
No, listen, I don't. I buried Coxtradamus in the sands of Jamaica, so I don't know what's going to happen. My point was simply that it had been a minute since the debate, and nobody was unclear as to what happened there. But they were going to give him a little bit more time, which is what they did. And so this weekend, but they weren't going to give him much more time. But there were people that were like, he needs to get out now and whatever. Hey, Matt.
Yo.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up there, Alan?
You know,
How
normally
doing?
when we go off the air, it's like just dead air. But wish I could play this for you, but it's just like it's fuzz. It's like old school fuzz. I don't
Can
know.
you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? I can hear you, Matt. What's going on?
Oh, all right. Hey, I just got a question for you. Earlier, you said Donald Trump was a felon and a rapist. When was he ever convicted of either one?
Well, the court said that. I didn't say that. The judges said that. He was convicted of a felony, and he was convicted of rape, sexual assault. Yes.
When was he convicted? I don't know. I never heard that.
Well, I'm not Google, Matt. You got to go and figure that out. You can Google it. It's all there. Thank you. Did anybody know what's going on out there?
I just ran over and told Keith, and he's
okay.
And I
Because
texted Rob.
Chad is on the hotline
I
here,
know.
and nobody's going to hear him.
I mean,
What could he call that?
ain't that a bummer?
Yeah, it's very, very strange. Because I was telling Mary, I was like, normally it would just be dead air. It would just be blank.
Yeah,
but it's
the
fuzzy.
static is weird.
It's static.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't believe you're silencing
Now we're back
female
on.
voices.
Okay, now we're back on. All right, perfect
Silencing
timing.
female voices.
Now we're back on, but it was like full on static. Yeah, I told the transmitter went down. Oh, the transmitter went down. All right, well, big transmitter was trying to stick it to Mary Santora.
Did you say Biden was not going to drop
Shut
out?
up.
Yes or
Let's
no?
just talk to Chad Daniels.
You shut up. Answer the question.
You
yes
just
or
heard
no.
what I said. I just played it twice.
Did you say Biden is not going to drop out now?
Yeah, you just
said
heard me
that.
play that.
Okay, so I was right in saying that.
No, you.
I was right
Yes,
in saying.
Mary, you were right.
Thank you.
You were
That's
right.
all I
Okay.
needed to know.
Hey,
That's all I
Chad
needed to know.
Daniels is, I'll tell you what, he's looking California and living in Minnesota. But the new hour is on Netflix. It's called Empty Nester. And I will tell. Now, I thought I only heard it, Chad. I didn't read it. And I thought you were referring to a guy named Nestor. And so I was really excited for something else. I was like, ooh, this Nestor sounds like a real piece of work. But I saw the reviews have been good. And my favorite one, maybe you saw it, I hope you did, was finally a middle-aged comedian has managed to pull it off. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that is just full of sarcasm.
I know. Well, no, it was actually, I think from the jump, this person was planning on being snarky, but I think that you surprised them. So it was a very good review.
Oh, well, that's very nice to hear then. Yeah, I mean, you can tell by my arms in this thing that I'm certainly not, I'm fighting middle-aged with everything I have.
Yeah. He's Chad's all jacked. He's like tatted up now. You know.
That's all I meant. Tattoos.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm really fighting time, and it's not working. I'm just trying to cover up my sunspots with tattoos.
So your thought was, I'll still pay the same, but I will get the least number of years out of these tattoos as compared to other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if it's an open casket, I'm going to be looking tight.
You're going to look like you were in MS-13 when they lay out.
Absolutely. I'll take it. I'm good with that.
How has the word in general been? You have to be pleased with this. This is your first hour for Netflix, yeah?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, it's like you can put an hour anywhere nowadays, and it seems to do just fine. But there is a little something when you say, "Hey, my hour's on Netflix," people's eyebrows raise a little bit. They're a little more intrigued.
It's the top of the mountain for sure.
Yeah. You know, it's been really cool, and I've gotten, so many nice messages. It really, when you put something out there and you know that people that don't know who you are going to watch it, you think somebody is going to really not like this. But I haven't gotten any of those. I mean, I got one message that said on X, formerly Twitter, I got one message that said, "I'm going to pray for you," and that was it. And that's great.
Even if you don't believe it's a nice sentiment.
Yeah, I mean, willing to take the time to pray for me. It's awesome. And I don't know what it meant. I don't know if it meant for my soul or for my, the continued success of this special.
Yeah. It's weird when people take the time to write something like that. They just give you just not enough information, not enough context. They just, you want to know, you're right. You want to know what they're praying for.
And my thought was, it's like, why send the message? Why not just spend that extra time praying more?
praying more, or, I mean, make some merch for Chad's show, you coward. I mean, put your back into it, right? Have some skin in the game or something. Bill, you and Chad are tight. Did you weep when you watched Empty Nester?
I mean, I laughed till I cried. Just because I knew all the punchlines, because I've worked with them for the past 2 years so many times. I'm like, enough of this already. But no,
you'd seen him work this out.
I've seen him work it out, and it was awesome to see it on Netflix. And just, it's a great hour. And I texted you this when I finished watching it. It's an hour that flies by, because there's plenty of Netflix specials or just comedy specials in general that you're watching it and then you'll hit pause and you'll be like, oh, I'm 15 minutes in. This is tough. But yours flies by. So I think you have that gift of not just being funny, but being engaging and making everything just kind of flow really, really well.
Well, thanks a lot. I mean, we put that it's an hour and a minute long on the preview, and it's actually just 7 minutes.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
So that
Fantastic.
was my strategy. That was my strategy here, where people were like, "Man, that was an hour. Good for that guy."
I call that a Bill Squire feature set.
So once you're in the Netflix family, Chad, is it one of those things where the next time you've got a good hour, you shop it to them? Do they get the right of first refusal, or is it just kind of an a la carte thing?
I think it is kind of you bring it to them and they see what they want to do with it. I think it is, I don't know if that's necessary. It's not in the contract, but I do think it's like a gentleman's handshake kind of a thing.
Sounds more like a sex position than anything else. We did a gentleman's handshake after a couple of tequila sodas, and it all worked out. But you had to
How do you think I get my work with Chad?
But you had to have.
If you don't know what a gentleman's handshake is, imagine a quarterback getting the ball snapped from the center. It starts like that.
Right, yes. But you had to have gone to Netflix in the past and been like, hey, I got this. It just the timing finally worked out.
Yeah, it was a little interesting. So back in December of 22, I shot 2 specials, which I came on your show for. I shot 2 specials in one night in Madison, Wisconsin, and Netflix bought the second one of those 2. But then it took a while to have that one edited. So I said to Netflix, hey, I'm working on an hour right now that I like even more. I like the idea behind it. I like the theme behind it. Will you wait and look at that one, and maybe we can switch them out? And that's what happened. I sent them this one as soon as I shot it in March, and they said, all right, we're willing to trade. And I go, great, let's do that then. So I kept the rights to my second special from Madison and sold them this one instead. So it was kind of a little, like bargaining and getting everything ready how we wanted it, but I couldn't be more thrilled about this one being on there.
So when you and your lovely girl Kelsey Cook are at home and you're both very successful, are you guys, once this drops and she's doing well and you're doing well, are you guys just running naked around the homestead just high-fiving?
I don't take my shirt off to shower, so I'm not running around naked necessarily, but I do. I mean, she is. A lot of people ask if we're competitive. She could not be more supportive through this whole process. I mean, I get up in the morning and I go outside and she's working and having her smoothie, and I look at the TV and it's just my specials playing again.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is insane. She's been absolutely fantastic through this whole thing. But there has, listen, I don't want to tell you my business, but there's been some nakedness. Sure.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. I would be disappointed if there hadn't been. Shirt on or off.
Sure.
Listen, if you're Donald Ducking it around the house or whatever it is, that's fine too. It's your life, It's
absolutely. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Of
A lot of people
course.
think it's their life.
No, it's yours. Come on.
Thank you.
So are you currently doing dates, or are you going back on the fall, or what now?
I go back in the fall. So I had my last date in a couple of weeks ago in Detroit, and then I'm taking some time off. I'm throwing out the first pitch at the Twins game tonight.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Which is like a childhood dream. I have not been nervous for anything in over 10 years.
Yeah.
And I've been pacing today. I caught myself pacing a couple times. So I want this to go well. But anyway, then I'm going out to Los Angeles to finish up my press tour. And then I'm going to take about a month and a half off. And I start back up in Spokane, Washington with Bill.
Hey.
September 13th to 14th. So that's going to be awesome. And yeah, looking forward to that because it's going to be, now that this thing is out, it's like I have to write all new stuff.
Yeah.
So see, the process begins again. There's never any stopping.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, time off is probably kind of in quotes, right? I mean, time off from doing the road for a minute, but you probably get a little antsy. I mean, you're still working on stuff, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm going to go do some local shows and just try out new stuff and see if anything sticks. Because again, you don't want to have this momentum, put a special out on a big streaming platform and then hit the road and do all the same stuff. Because then, people are going to be like, hey,
seen it.
We saw this.
Right.
Yeah.
And they might never come see you again if that's the case.
Yeah, so you want to make sure it's like a crack dealer. Just give them a little something to get them to the show, and then you got to keep them with the big bag of dough.
Yeah, the first taste is free, but the rest of that,
That's right.
once they get the hooks in.
Yeah.
Chad Daniels, congratulations. The new hour is called Empty Nester. It is on Netflix as we speak, and people are falling all over themselves to enjoy his tattoos, to enjoy his comedy, and to enjoy all of the nakedness there at the at the homestead. Just thinking about it. ChadDaniels.com is the website. And Bill, any parting words?
Chad, I would love for you to bring back the story about when you played basketball with a bunch of black guys.
Yeah, I just don't know if 2024 is the time for that.
I think it's the perfect time for it. I think there's going to be enough stuff going on. I mean, you're going to have to change it a little bit, but I think you can. I think you can bring it.
It is a fantastic story. I mean, everyone was on my side. It was a really good story. But
You had him in the palm of your hand, didn't you?
Careful.
Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun. And it was an accident. But I got to tell you guys, thanks. Every time I put something out, you guys have me on, and I just can't thank you enough, honestly.
Of course,
I
anytime,
appreciate it,
man.
yeah.
We have an open door policy for you.
Well, great. Thank you.
All right, pal. Well,
right.
you and Bill are Spokane listeners. You guys will be out there in September. I think mid-October you're going to be a little closer to here. You could be down in Columbus. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
something
right.
to keep in mind,
Absolutely.
too. All right, pal. Appreciate your time. Enjoy whatever time off means. And tell your lovely girlfriend that we said hello.
I will absolutely do that.
All right, pal.
Thanks a ton.
Later. There's Chad Daniels. Go to ChadDaniels.com. Empty Nester is on Netflix. And it is not about a guy named Nestor. He is sans children in the house. They're all grown up and gone away. I'm going to take a break here. I'll have more money for you at 3:30. That next keyword coming, it's $1,000 from the Buzzard Bookie. The Lamb of God Mastodon Show. MMS in 2 hours to midnight presenting this. So I'll have those tickets for you after the break. They're going to do August 9th at Jacobs Pavilion. And we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or what.